calls up here. Anybody want to join in?
Well, it is 10 o'clock. Actually, we heard it from the back. There's a bunch of people out there. That's your camera. In case you want to talk to the audience out in the internet land, that's that one right there.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. We're broadcasting live, so some of you guys can see it out there in the hallway. So if you can't get in here, there's speakers and TV out there too. So anyway, we want to thank you guys for being with us here. We're calling this the Acoustic Shop Showcases. We've been doing all the TV shows for the Ozark Music Shop all day. That up there, by the way, is a live Facebook counter. If you guys like the Acoustic Shop page right now, it will, within 10 seconds, it will react and do the numbers. I've actually had people unliking it so they can re-like it. It goes down and then back up. Totally doable. So you guys at home, you could be doing that too. We decided that this was going to be fun to add some showcases besides the live episodes, and this is one of the first people I actually called was Alecia, and known her for a very long time. We've played music. Yeah, I was. Yeah, everybody has to tell me how. You ever go to these shows? I know you did this too with the family band thing. You go to these shows and everyone goes, I remember you when you were there. I heard this 100 times today. Yeah. So thank you guys. They also told me how skinny I used to be too. So thank you guys for that. Anyway, so glad to have her here. I'm glad that you guys are out there with us, and I'm going to let them kind of get at it. But Alecia Nugent right now, everybody.
Thank y'all. Start off with an oldie but a goodie. The first mistake I made was falling in love with you, believing you had changed was mistake number 2. I should have known it'd leave me alone. All of my friends said that I'd be crying. All in pieces, so broken. I swallowed your lies. Now those words are choking. In spite of all the hurt and the throwing of dirt, my first mistake will always be my sweetest memory. Sounded like a magic answer, but now the banjo plays. Sorry, no banjo. For a lonely dancer, I don't have regrets. The love I made was the best. My first mistake will always be my sweetest memory. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you who are here at SPBGMA here in the showcase room with us. And of course, everybody out there watching through Facebook, we appreciate you also. That song that we just did was actually my very first #1. Larry Cordell wrote that tune right there. And I think that was a #1 back in 2004. So just a little while ago. That's right. So I'd like to feature some new stuff, of course, tonight. I do have a new record that's going to be coming out. So excited about it. It's long overdue. The last record was released in 2009, so only 11 years later, we're right on track, right? But took a little vacation, I guess. Went back home, finished raising my kids, and I was hoping my daughter would be here, but she's probably out there and can't get in the door. So anyway, this next song that we're going to do is off of the new record. It's one of my favorites. Actually, another Larry Cordell tune. Larry Cordell and Erin Enderlin. Do y'all know who? I'm sure you know who Erin Enderlin is. She's a great writer here in Nashville, as well as chord. I hope you like the song. It's called "I Might Have One Too." Took a beer out of the kitchen, sat down on the couch. His hands started shaking as the truth came pouring out. Well, I'm not much of a drinker, but if what he's saying's true, I might have one too. Confession is good for the soul when the sins you carry aren't just too heavy to hold. He must have had a reason to turn to someone new. I might have one too. He said it's a secret that's been killing him inside. He says he's so sorry, it was only that one time. Well, he's got a feeling I'm gonna see we're through. I might have one too. Confession is good for the soul when the sins you carry aren't just too heavy to hold. He must have had a reason to turn to someone new. I might have one too. I might have one too. Thank you. Great song there by Larry Cordell and the Aaron Enderlin. Really happy to have that one on the record. I have Tom T. Hall's stamp of approval on that one. He's the only person anywhere in the country besides me and my producer that have a copy of this record. And
Wait.
well, you don't have a copy of the whole
heard
thing.
most of it.
You've heard it, but you don't have a copy of it. So Tom T has a copy of it, and I had to get his stamp of approval, you know. And he texted me the other day, and he says, "I'm telling you, that song right there, that's the best country song I've heard in 15 years." So I wish I could say I wrote it, but I didn't. But sorry about that. Whew, goodness. That was a big butt, wasn't it? Hardy, har. I want to go ahead and introduce these guys right here that's playing with us. Very first time ever to be able to play together. Actually, no, we did one song at the Station Inn together a few months back, and we've been wanting to do it ever since. Again, so one of the.
That echoes.
Sorry, I know.
That's not your fault.
I need to get back away from that.
Like you're going to say my name twice.
Yeah. So this guy is definitely known in the country music world. He's played with some of the best in the business: Randy Travis, Patty Loveless, just to name a couple. We're so happy to have him here with us. Y'all, please put your hands together. That's Lance Derry.
Yeah.
Too bad you're no good. Okay, all right. This is one that Cheryl Blackman brought to me. Actually, I saw him at SPBGMA here last year, and I think the week or so after, he emailed me this song right here. So hope you like this one. It's called Too Bad You're No Good.
1, 2, 3.
Sitting here thinking about you and me, it's a crying shame, 'cause it's plain to see you make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. Too bad you're no good. You smile like an angel, lie like a rug. You wouldn't change if you could, 'cause it's in your blood. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. Too bad you're no good. Midnight knocking, dropping around, trash talking, stalking me down. So you better watch out when you play that game. Got a 38 special on a 45 frame. Call a preacher, call the police. With a man like you, it's famine or feast. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. Too bad you're no good. Too bad you're no good. Well, I talked to your mother, she knows I tried to talk to your brother, you know my side. But the hardest thing to comprehend, if I had to do over, I'd do it again. Call the preacher, call the police. With a man like you, it's famine or feast. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. You make me love you so bad. Too bad you're no good. Too bad you're no good. Make me love you so bad, bad, bad. Too bad you're no good. It's no telling how long ago that song was written. It was written by Paul Kraft and Cadillac Holmes. So I'm a big fan of both of those writers right there. So Hope you like that one. That one's a really fun one on the new record. And finally, we're going to get to one of the songs that I co-wrote for this record. I actually have five originals on this record that I'm really, really proud of. Getting more into songwriting, and you know, I've lived 48 years. I've got, you know, things to tell, right? We all have stories. Some of them probably don't need to be told. And most of mine are sad. So y'all bear with me. What are we doing? Way too young for wings? Just to tell you a little bit about this one. My youngest daughter, who is now 23 years old, a couple of years ago, she lost the guy who was her high school sweetheart. You know, probably would have been the guy that she married, but he was killed in a car wreck at 21 years old, and terrible tragedy, you know. And as parents, as y'all know, those of you who are parents, when our kids hurt, we hurt. And I remember telling somebody at the funeral that this guy was way too young for wings. And I ended up going home and writing that down, and that's where this song came from. Hope you like it. Never thought I'd see here before me. You're a sight for these sore eyes to behold. Wish that I could take your place this morning. This ain't the way that life's supposed to go. Way too young for wings. You never even had a chance to chase a dream. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, but I'll always believe you were way too young for wings. No, I shouldn't question the Creator. There's certain things I'll never understand, like why today is our last day together. It's the last time I'll ever hold your hand. Way too young for wings. You never even had a chance to chase a dream. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, but I'll always believe you were way too young for wings. You should be dancing and laughing, learning lessons, counting blessings, and I'm jealous of the angels you get to hold you now. Way too young for wings. You never even had a chance to chase a dream. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, but I'll always believe you were way too young for wings. You were way too young for wings. thank you. I had the pleasure of writing that with 3 other good friends of mine, great songwriters here in town. Jen Stegall, Keith Stegall's daughter, James LeBlanc, and Brian Mayer. So really proud of that song. I hope you like that one. We're going to do another oldie but goodie, another one of my hits that went all the way to number 2. Yeah. I could lie and say number 1, but it was number 2, actually. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you know. That's it. Yes, absolutely. But you know what's really cool is when you get, you know, I love the thing I love about Facebook out there is, you know, people who are like overseas. You know, I went to Ireland this past year and toured, and my good buddy Pat McGill from Ireland is here, who brought us over there. Yeah, give Pat a good hand. But someone actually sent me a video here a few months ago of their dance team that's over in some foreign country. I can't even remember where they were, but they were dancing to this song right here. And it's like, cool, it's a bigger hit over there, and it's just now making it. It's been 10 years ago, but it's, you know. Better late than never, exactly. It's one called Too Good to Be True.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In a 68 Camaro, little girl, a big 4-lane. Well, she's flying like an arrow out across a poncha train to a man down in New Orleans. Says he loves her eyes up, swear she'll never want for nothing, and he sounds too good to be true. She's dreaming of the parties he is sure to take her to, and all the big white houses down on St. Charles Avenue. Well, she's 21 and ready to shake the small town blues. Well, she knows right where she's headed, and it's too good to be true. 10 hearts an easy victim for an old silver tongue, and they always seem to pick up innocent and young. They don't know there ain't no shortcut on the road to happiness. They don't know the simple rule. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. She could see those city lights, and she should be full of hope. But suddenly she hears her daddy, and the last words that he spoke was, "Sister, always be a good girl, and please remember this. I don't care what he's telling you, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is." 10 hearts an easy victim for no silver tongue, and they always seem to pick up innocent and young. They don't know there ain't no shortcut on the road to happiness. They don't know the simple rule. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. They don't know the simple rule. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. In a 68 Camaro, a little girl, a big 4-lane. Well, she's flying like an arrow across a poncha train. Thank Thank you. Thank you so much. Doing a fine job here on the mandolin and some harmony vocals there, originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee. You went to Ireland with me, didn't you?
That's right.
We had a good time over there, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
We're going back. Are we going back, Pat? I can't get used to hearing myself like that echo. Yeah.
But they're loving it out there.
They are?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Whole crowd out there.
They love the echo, or they just love it? We love the echo. It's awesome. Well, thank y'all who are out there watching on the other side of the room, on the other side of the wall there. So thank y'all. We love you. But once again, Mr. James Key, please put your hands together.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to do one more here for you, and save the best for last, of course. Or at least this is my favorite, because of the story behind it. So, basically, I wrote a song with Carl Jackson a little over a year ago about my dad. So, how many in here knew my dad from the way back? Like, I started with my dad's band with Southland Bluegrass when I was 16 years old. Started fronting the band, and I guess I was 18 whenever we came here and did the band championship contest and won 3rd place. So I was 18 when we won 3rd place. That was pretty cool. And of course, I've been coming ever since, you know. I mean, but that was just like 10 years ago, right? Yeah, I wish.
I remember it well.
Yeah. But those of you who remember my dad, remember what a great man he was. He was my biggest mentor in music. If you didn't know him, you missed out on a fine gentleman. But anyway, this song is my tribute to him. And Carl and I wrote this together, and this is actually going to be the new bluegrass single that's going to be available for radio within the next couple of months. So I hope you like it. It's called They Don't Make 'Em Like My Daddy Anymore. Born in Pollock, Louisiana in 1945, he was just a teenage schoolboy when his papa up and died. So at 18 joined the army, served America with pride. 3 years down the road, he took my mama for his bride. Raised me and my 3 brothers and couldn't save a dime. Strangers to the high life and well acquainted with hard times. I guess love is all we needed, 'cause we never really felt like we were poor. And I ain't afraid to say it, they don't make 'em like my daddy anymore. Only a high school education, but in the Bible he was versed. No professor in the classroom, but a deacon in the church. Loved Jesus Sunday morning and his bluegrass Friday night. It made sense to play the upright, that's the way he lived his life. Though I rarely heard I love you, I could feel it loud and clear. Every time he hugged me tightly, his eyes would fill with tears. Even after heels and makeup, he only saw the little girl that he adored. There's one thing for certain, they don't make 'em like my daddy anymore. filled my heart with music. He's the reason that I sing. From the time that I was 4 years old, the reason that I dreamed. Playing on the Opry, him standing by my side. Thank God it really happened a few years before he died. I'm sure when he crossed over Jordan, stood at the pearly gates, the only time he'd been more nervous was standing on that stage. Like I said, this feels familiar. Played the Opry with my baby girl before. St. Peter probably chuckled, we don't make 'em like her daddy anymore. No, there ain't no doubt about it, they don't make 'em like my daddy anymore. I love you, Daddy.
That's Alecia Nugent. Y'all give it up for her.
Thank y'all so much for being here.
Alecia Nugent, everybody, one more time. That was awesome. Thank you guys for being in here. We're gonna have about a 10-minute break. We're gonna kind of move people in and out, and who want to get in here and who don't. And I believe we have Clay Hess Band next, so they will be starting in about 10-ish minutes. So give you a little bit of chance to go get a drink or a moon pie or something like that, and you guys at home get your popcorn. So we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, at home.